Hey guys, Cryo here, and today I'm talking about boss monsters, a dungeon building card game with 8 interesting bosses. But which ones are the best? So today we're going to talk about boss monsters, bosses, worst to best. Little disclaimer here, first off, this is just my opinion, and second, all the characters, or bosses I would say, they're all really good, it just depends the luck of the game. Let's get this started. At number 8 we have SEDUCIA. Her level up. You may search through town or the hero decks, choose one hero, and put it at the entrance of your dungeon. Now you're probably thinking, why do I feel this is the weakest? First off, you haven't really killed the hero yet. All you're doing is either looking through the deck or from the hero pile and just putting it at the front of your dungeon. You haven't killed it yet. And also, that's only preparation for the battle phase. Plus, your opponents can try to stop you if you're trying to kill that hero anyway with different spell cards. So alone, this is very circumstantial. Don't get me wrong, if you're winning and you're like only 4 points away to win, and you do this, yeah, you're going to kick ass. But if you're on a losing streak, all you're trying to do is trying to kick up, but your opponents can stop you. Not a bad card, but unfortunately I feel the other 7 are just a lot stronger. Number 7, Gorgona. Level up. Choose a hero in town, immediately kill that hero, and place it face down in your scorekeeping area. Now, this one's the most straightforward out of all of them. You're basically choosing a hero, and then you automatically kill and get their points. The reason why I feel this is a lot better than SEDUCIA is because you don't have to wait until the battle phase, you just kill them automatically, so you get free points out of it. However, the issue is it's the most straightforward. Yeah, this is easy to execute, and yes, you could use it, especially if you're dominating the game, but just like previously, if you're losing, all you're doing is kicking up. Like I said, this isn't really bad, but the problem is there's 6 others I feel are a lot stronger. Number 6, ROBOBO. Holy shit, I already feel the nerds raging on me. Just hear me out. Level up. Each opponent must choose and destroy one room in his or her dungeon. Now you're probably thinking, you're fucking retarded, Cry. Why the hell is this so low? Here's why. There's 2 big problems with this. One, the XP. Now you probably don't know. Okay, so the XP basically just means when you play a game, the XP, depending on what you have, determines the position you go, which means Robobo has the lowest XP in the game, which means this character will always go last. And second, although the level up is good, the problem is you don't get to decide which rooms they destroy. They basically get to choose, so you can either help yourself or you're helping your opponents, so it's a 50-50 gamble. On the one note, yeah, you prevent them from getting their level up, but on the other note, you actually might help them by saving themselves from like fucking losing, so there's no point of that. And I also feel the other 5 are a lot stronger than this, but don't get me wrong though, ROBOBO definitely beats the other 2, it's just the other 5 beat this one. Number 5, CEREBELLUS. Okay, now I know the rage is really gonna start. Okay, level up. You may draw 3 spell cards, then discard a spell card. Now don't get me wrong, spells in this game are very useful. But the problem for me is I feel this is kind of overrated. A lot of people praise CEREBELLUS as like top 3, like one of the strongest. But to me, I just don't see it. Yes, the level up is very universally useful. You get to get spell cards, but the problem is you don't really get to decide what the spell card. You're basically just drawing them, and there's possibilities you can get really shit spells. And there's some spells in the game that are actually pretty trash late game. So I guess it's basically a luck of chance. You're not really gambling much, which is why it beats the other 3 bosses. But there's 4 other ones I feel are guaranteedly a lot better. This one's not bad, but it's in the middle, so I guess it's okay. Alright, number 4, DRACULORD. Now this is where we get into the real shit. Level up. Target opponent reveals his or her hand to you. Take 1 card and put it in your hand. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking sick. And don't get me wrong. Yes, this is also another straightforward one, but keep in mind all the shit you can do. First off, when you pick the opponent, they can actually have really good cards, and if you steal one of those cards, you basically interrupted their game plan, which basically you could set one of those characters back. And especially if you're winning and you're in control, you're not afraid of nobody. Now, this is definitely stronger than the other 4 because of how universal it is and how beneficial it is. The only downside I can see with it is if you pick somebody with have useless cards, then the only best option is to pick whatever spell they have that's actually good. But this is definitely one of the good ones. This is actually one of my favorites, to be honest. I've seen some comebacks with this character, and it's stupid good. However, there's 3 others I feel that are slightly better, but this one's definitely good. Don't underestimate it. And the bonus points for having the most XP in the game, so hell yeah. Number 3, XYZAX. Level up. Choose 2 cards from the discard pile and put them into your hand. Okay, this ability alone is actually really good. It's just like DRACULORD, except you're not getting it from a person, you're getting 2 cards from discard pile. The reason why this is so good is because there's multiple factors you need to think about. For example, let's say early game, people have already been wasting good spells. You can just use your level up and get those spell cards. Or what if there's advanced monster rooms that are being destroyed and they're actually really good? You can get them and put them into your hand. Another reason why this is actually really good is because this is also kind of a potential to really dominate the game. And also, even when you're losing, you can actually make a comeback by getting these cards. The only disadvantage I see with this ability is if you look at the discard pile and there's practically nothing useful, you basically wasted your level of getting retarded ass cards. Other than that though, this is really good. Number 2, King CROAK. Level up. Search the room deck or discard pile for an advanced monster room. You may immediately build the room over a room with the matching treasure set. Okay, this alone is really strong. The fact that you could build an additional room before the build phase is already strong in my book. Not to mention, the fact that you can pick any advanced monster room really can turn the tides, which is incredible, especially since you're searching. You can either decide the discard pile or the deck. I would recommend the deck, especially if it's early on, because it'd be a lot easier just to go through and find a really good strong one. Just put that shit in your dungeon, which is awesome. The reason why I say this is really strong compared to the other ones is because it's pretty straightforward. You build a spare room that can actually help you keep control or actually kick you back up in the game. And there's one other character that kind of does the same thing but has a little bit of an edge. That person is number 1, CLEOPATRA. Level up. Search the room deck or discard pile for an advanced monster room. You may immediately build the room over a room with the matching treasure set. I fucking read that shit again. Basically, the same ability as King CROAK. The only difference between the two characters is that she got slightly more XP, so she'll go more faster. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I bought this game, I actually hated this character. But when I did my research and realized how fucking powerful she is, I take all that shit back. Oh my god, just thinking about playing her right now in a game. Oh, I'm getting a semi just thinking about it. But yeah, I definitely feel she is one of the strongest characters in the game. There you go, guys. That's my list on boss monsters. The worst to best bosses in the game. Now, you guys can argue all you want, and you can leave the comments and what do you think about my list. And if you don't like it, I really don't care. And if you really don't like it, then why don't you step up, grab your balls, and fucking make your own list. That's my thing. I want to definitely make more lists. Maybe more like video game related, like bosses, waifu material, all that gay shit. Anyway, I'm going to get going. New videos come out every Monday and Friday, and I'll see you guys later.